Hello there, folks. Hey, this video is for my buddy not Jeff Scott, who's asking for a 1 minute timer. He said, I want to run a program or do something every minute. So I have lots of ways to do this. And I thought for this example, I'd use the get now time functions to calculate the time. So first off, I'm going to go over here to the left, go to data tags, and I'm going to create a new integer tag. Just click there. And let's call this guy seconds. Let's just call it seconds. Now this function or this tag is I want it to count the seconds. 0 to 59 is 60 seconds. So if I go over here to the lower right hand corner, go to system, expand the functions tree, and I believe there's a category called time. So there's a function here called get seconds right here, this guy. So I can drag this out here and place it here, but notice the 0 in parentheses. I want that to actually execute the time update all the time. So I'm going to put my cursor in there, and I'm going to type get now, and then open, close parentheses, close in. So like that. Now notice when I did that, this turned yellow because that's a formula. Okay, let me go over here to format. I believe this thing's going to go from 0 to 59, but let's test it real quick here to take a look. I'm going to go over here to display pages quickly. I'm going to go to the right. I'm going to drag this guy out here like this. Just want to see what happens like this. I'll make that a little bigger. And by the way, team, if I go over here to primitives on the right, go into my core primitives, way down below is the clock thing. I'll drag that guy just for giggles. I'll make it be a little bigger. And let me go double click on this. I want this thing to show me the time only, but I also want to have the seconds just so you can see that. So let's go ahead and turn. I don't care about the date. That part's not important for this. So there we go. I also don't care about AM PM, but okay. I'm trying to get this there. Boom, 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 boom. All right, let me make this a little bigger. I'm going to use the emulator for my quick test here. So let me save this real quick. I'm going to turn on the emulator, this button here. Boom, turns it on. Let's go download it. Let's see what happens here. I have no idea where the seconds are out here. So, hey, look, 59. Boom. We just caught it right in time. Oh, look at that. So you just saw it went to 59 and it started over. Perfect. Okay. Now, thing is, every time it trips at 0 seconds, that's the beginning of a new minute or the end of the previous minute, whatever way you want to look at it. But if I go to data tags, back here on the left, that tag, I could go to the triggers tab, and right here I can say, you know what, data match. Whenever that thing equals 0, I want to do something. So maybe I want to run a program. I can drag a program into this field. In this case, I'm just going to have a minutes count, let's say. So we'll say minutes equals minutes. I'm doing this the long way. Get this the other way. +1 like this. You could do minutes equals minutes, or 8 minutes minutes plus plus. But let's try this. If I hit enter, of course it's going to bark at me because I don't have that tag. I'll say yes. Okay, so it took it. So according to this, every time it rolls over, it's going to count up. I could also, like I said, run a program. Let's go over here, and then I'll go to the right. I'll drag this guy here like this, and I'm going to go ahead and make it the same size as this guy here, and I'll have it copy the same formatting. All right, let's go ahead and save this and download and see what happens here. Ready? Let's see. All right, so I just downloaded this first time, so 1 complete minute has not went by, but we will go ahead and pause the video for a couple seconds, come back. All right, so here we are, we're still rolling. Let's see what happens here at 0. We should get minutes, should get 1, because it triggers 1 time. Boom, there we go. Now I'm going to let it sit here again for a few more minutes and let it run. So let me pause the video. I'll come right back. Let it run for a couple minutes. All right, let that run for a little bit. You can see it's up to 4 minutes and restarted, so it's working perfectly fine. Let's go to the next step here, team. And let's say maybe every 2 minutes, make it easy. Every 2 minutes, I want it to run some other program. So I'm picking on the number 2 minutes. It could be 10, it could be 20, could be whatever. But I'm going to pick on 2 minutes because I'm not going to wait forever. So I go back here to data tags on the left, go to the minutes. I can do the exact same thing I was doing on seconds, which is this trigger here. I can go to minutes and do the same trigger here. I could say, you know what? Whenever this data value equals 2 minutes goes by, I want to run something else, and I'm going to reset this. So this time, because I have multiple things I want to run, I'm going to hit the pull down here for general and choose complex. So here I'm going to run my other program. Well, what can I call this? Let's call this do task. Let's call it do task equals 1. We'll do that. Okay. And then the next line, I'm going to reset my minutes back to 0. So I'll make minutes equal to 0, semicolon. Okay. So up here is complex code. I'll type do this stuff. Okay. I love that. Do this stuff. All right. So if I hit enter, there's not a tag called do task. So I love this about Crimson. You can hit, oh yes, and it'll create it automatic. All right. So according to that, every time minutes runs, it's going to set do task. Well, let me go back to where it was. Oh yeah, that's right place. Yeah, right here on the minutes, it's going to set the do task to 1, and then what's what I'll say, and then it's going to reset the minutes. Now, let's go one step further here, and that's going to set the do task to 1. Let's say after 10 seconds, I want the do task to go back to 0. So if I go here to the seconds counter, I think this is wonderful. And if I go down here to trigger mode, I can say, you know what, data match, whenever this guy equals 10. So after 10 seconds goes by, I want do task to go back to 0. So I'm just going to type here do task 1 equal sign 0, enter. This is going to be wonderful. Let's see how this works. Let's go back over here. We'll drag this guy back here just so we can see what happens. And we'll make it be the same size as that guy. Copy form, same format. There we go. All right, let's say it. Let's download it. You know what? I'm going to make this, well, I don't have them retentive, so it ought to start at 0. Let's just see what happens. Okay, there we go. So you can see here, I'm going to get 1 second because the way it started, but that's all right. All right, so now we're going to see at 2 seconds, this guy should go on, and then for 10 seconds, it should go off. After 10 seconds, it should go off. Let's go and pause it, see what happens. Okay, so we're coming up on our mark at 2 minutes. The do task should go on, should stay on for 10 seconds, and then go off. Let's see, boom, there it is. Oh, perfect. Notice the minutes got reset. That's awesome. And you can see the seconds are counting. At 10 seconds, the do task should go back to 0. Let's see. Bam! That is pretty cool. And of course, if I let this run again, the seconds roll over to 1, minutes roll over to 1, then seconds rolls over again to 2 minutes. The logic happens. That's exactly what I do. Short, quick video from my man Scott, and that's all you gotta do. Hey, thanks a lot, folks. Have a great day. If you want to copy this database, let me know. It's pretty simple. You can make it on your own. But anyway, thanks a lot. See you later.